That's my boy.
Yeah?
Do you want to... Daddy got the bad guys.
The story begins with a former agent from a secret assassination unit named Kira. We see her watching through a sniper scope as one of the organization's members leads a large team to raid the house where she and her husband live. But when they get inside, they discover that the apartment is completely empty. At the same time, Kira is watching their leader from a nearby building. The team reports that nobody is inside the house. The moment their leader turns around and looks out the window, Kira grabs her sniper rifle and takes him out with a single shot. After that, we meet her husband Isaac, who is also a former FBI agent. He is in the bathroom with his son Tom, who notices the many scars covering his father's body. Tom asks, "Dad, did all these scars come from fighting bad guys?" Isaac smiles and reassures him not to worry. He tells him that the bad guys can't hurt them anymore and that everything will be okay. He explains that both he and Kira fight dangerous people to stop them and that his mother isn't with them right now because she's doing exactly that, but she will come back and soon they will all be together again. Later, we see Isaac putting Tom to bed. He picks up his phone and plays a song for him. As the music starts, Isaac remembers the day he married Kira, and we can see how happy he was at that moment. The next morning, Isaac drives Tom to school. They are enjoying the ride, listening to music, and having fun until they stop at a bank so Isaac can pay Tom's school tuition. While Isaac is speaking with the bank employee, Tom is standing a short distance away. Suddenly, a heavily armed gang storms into the bank and orders everyone to get down on the floor if they want to stay alive. One of them threatens Tom, but Isaac completely ignores him and calmly tells his son to come back to him. The gang member loses his temper and points his gun directly at Tom's head. At that moment, Isaac becomes furious. He tells his son to close his eyes, and everything suddenly turns into complete chaos. When Tom opens his eyes again, he is shocked to find every single gang member lying dead. In the end, Isaac simply takes his son and walks out of the bank. After that, we meet a man named Jack, who used to be Kira and Isaac's commander in a secret illegal assassination organization. One of his employees rushes in and tells him that there is something important he needs to see. Jack turns on the TV and watches the security footage from the bank. He immediately becomes furious. He realizes that Kira and Isaac disappeared because Kira got pregnant and they ended up having a child. Jack then orders his employee to gather every piece of information they can find about Kira and Isaac and to bring his team back together. Their primary mission is simple: hunt them down and kill them. This time, they are not going to let them escape like they did before. The employee immediately agrees and promises to carry out the plan. After that, we see Kira surrounded by her weapons as she watches the footage of Isaac inside the bank. She can't hide her smile after seeing her son Tom again, and she is proud of the way Isaac wiped out the entire gang in just a few seconds. Later, we see Isaac sitting with Tom. He asks his son if he is doing okay, and Tom tells him that he is fine, but he wants to know what really happened inside the bank. Of course, Isaac changes the subject and asks him if he would like to go on a trip instead. Tom gets excited immediately and asks where they are going. Isaac tells him that they are heading to a special place they own and that they are going to have a great time there. Soon after, they board a plane and we learn that they are traveling to Colombia. Meanwhile, Jack gathers everyone inside the Shadow Force headquarters and shows them the footage from the bank. He introduces Isaac, Kira, and the young boy, explaining that the child is their son. He tells them that Isaac and Kira were the two best operatives on his team, and that they also possess extremely dangerous information about the organization and every member inside it. Eventually, they fell in love with each other while working together, even though relationships between team members were strictly forbidden. That was why they decided to run away together. Jack makes it clear that they must eliminate them as soon as possible. However, he warns everyone that it will not be an easy mission. He also reveals that there is already a $50 million bounty on anyone who manages to kill them. After that, we see Isaac walking through the forest with Tom. They enter a strange place, while Isaac stays one step ahead of his son, using a flashlight to make sure there are no dangers waiting for them. Fortunately, the area is completely safe. In the end, Isaac tells Tom that everything is clear and that it is finally time to eat. He starts preparing food for his son, and Tom suddenly asks him, "Dad, were you one of the bad guys?" Isaac quietly answers, "Yeah, but that was a long time ago." Tom then asks another question, "What about Mom?" Isaac explains that both he and Kira used to be bad people, but he reassures his son that those days are over and tells him, "Now, we're the good guys." We then go back 4 years in a flashback. Isaac tells Kira that they've had enough of this life and have already sacrificed too much. He says he can't bear the thought of losing her, and if going back to the team is the only way to keep her and their child safe, then he is willing to do it. But Kira immediately tells him that if he ever goes back, Jack will kill him without hesitation. She becomes unusually emotional as she says it. Isaac notices her reaction and asks, "Why are you so upset? Are you hiding something from me?" Kira finally admits that she knew Commander Jack before she ever married Isaac, and that Jack had tried to pursue her and wanted to marry her. Isaac gets angry and asks why she never told him about something so important. Kira explains that if she had told him back then, he would have killed Jack, and the entire organization would have turned against him. She says she kept it a secret because she wanted to protect both him and their son. Then she promises that she will hunt them down one by one, while Isaac's only job is to take care of their son. Isaac immediately objects and tells her, "I'm the man of the family. I can't let you do this alone." Kira smiles, walks over to him, and hugs him. At the police department, we are introduced to Officer Lucy. We learn that her mission is to capture Isaac after the bank footage spread everywhere. Her husband John is helping her with the investigation. While sitting together in a nightclub, they start discussing where Isaac might have gone. They consider several different countries, including Colombia, where Isaac and Kira are actually hiding. They also make it clear that if they find Isaac and Kira first, they will protect them from Jack's men. After that, we return to Isaac, who suddenly wakes up after sensing movement outside. He walks out to investigate, only to find a woman attacking him. The two of them engage in a fierce hand-to-hand fight, exchanging powerful blows without holding back. The noise eventually wakes Tom, causing both of them to stop fighting. That's when we discover that the mysterious woman is actually Kira. But why did she attack her own husband? We'll find out later. Kira slowly walks toward Tom and he asks, "Do I know you?" He gently touches her face, recognizes her, and happily says, "Mom." Isaac then takes Tom back to bed. Before falling asleep, Tom asks if his mother will still be there when he wakes up. Isaac simply tells him that it's better for him to get some sleep now, and that tomorrow he'll find out. After that, we return to Jack and his team. He tells them that he is doubling the bounty and that he will provide them with as many weapons and soldiers as they need to eliminate Kira and Isaac. He promises to give them anything they ask for, as long as the mission is completed successfully. Everyone is thrilled by the massive reward and immediately starts preparing their plan. We then return to Isaac and Kira. Isaac asks her why she came back after saying that she would protect them from Jack and his men from a distance. Kira explains that she came because she wants him to contact Officer Lucy and John so they can help take Jack down. Isaac tells her to stay with their son while he handles Jack himself. Kira looks at him and says that he is no longer the fighter he used to be, and that she realized it while they were fighting before Tom woke up. Isaac reminds her that he took down 4 armed men inside the bank and the whole world saw it. Kira simply smiles and tells him, "Then let's train, and we'll see if you're really as good as you think." The two of them head down to the training area inside the villa. Kira asks Isaac to shoot the target marked with an X. Unfortunately, Isaac misses, and his bullet lands just beside the mark. Kira then takes her shot and hits the X perfectly. She tells him that if he truly wants to protect his son, he needs a lot more practice. Before leaving, she tells him that she will be waiting upstairs so they can take Tom and leave. Frustrated, Isaac takes another shot, and this time he hits the X perfectly. Later, we see them standing in the middle of the forest beside an armored vehicle. Tom excitedly tells his father that this car is even cooler than theirs. Isaac asks Kira if they are going to meet Officer Lucy and John, but she tells him that staying in one place is too dangerous. They have to keep moving from one location to another until Lucy and John manage to capture Jack. As they continue driving, everyone is relaxed and enjoying the ride. But suddenly, a thick layer of fog covers the road. Isaac quickly notices 6 motorcycles surrounding them from every direction. Kira immediately hides Tom inside a secret compartment built into the vehicle. Then she grabs her weapon and starts taking shots at the attackers. Suddenly, a large truck appears behind them and repeatedly slams into their vehicle while the bikers continue opening fire. Isaac pushes the armored vehicle to its limits, while Kira manages to destroy the truck. Unfortunately, one of the bullets hits a tire, causing the vehicle to lose control and crash into the water. Moments later, we see the 6 bikers, who turn out to be members of Jack's team, arriving to finish them off. But in the end, Isaac and Kira manage to escape once again. After that, we see Jack completely furious. He yells at 2 of his assistants, calling them complete failures and demanding to know how Isaac, Kira, and their son managed to escape. He tells them they are fired, and if they want to keep their jobs, they need to accomplish something immediately. Before they can even respond, Jack beats both of them anyway and repeats that they are fired. Just then, one of his men calls and informs him that Isaac and Kira's location has been identified. Jack immediately changes his mind, looks at the 2 assistants he just attacked, and orders them to prepare the plane because they are leaving right away. It becomes clear that Jack is completely unstable. Later, we see Jack aboard the plane when Kira suddenly calls him while walking through the streets of Colombia. The moment Jack realizes it's Kira, he hands the phone to one of his technicians and orders him to trace her exact location. Jack tells Kira that he has doubled the bounty on her family and that his men won't stop until all of them are dead. Kira responds by offering herself in exchange for Isaac and Tom, asking him to leave her husband and son alone. But Jack makes it clear that he intends to capture all 3 of them and kill them anyway. Kira warns him that killing them will gain him nothing and tells him to accept her offer, or she will expose all of his secrets to the world. In the end, the 2 agree to meet on a remote island. Meanwhile, Officer Lucy and her husband John arrive in Colombia to track down Jack's location and finally bring him in. Soon after, Isaac suddenly approaches their vehicle with a gun in his hand and tells them that he already knew where to find them. Tom looks at his father and asks, "So, are you guys still friends or not?" Isaac smiles and replies, "We're about to find out. If not, that's why I brought the gun." Isaac then asks Lucy how long she has been helping Kira. Lucy explains that she has been working with her ever since Kira left Jack's organization. She then asks where Kira is, and Isaac tells her that she went to meet Jack to kill him. Meanwhile, Kira arrives at Jack's island. She walks inside, where the guards thoroughly search her before allowing her to enter. She finally sits down with Jack, who casually tells one of his men to bring her something to drink. At the same time, Lucy, John, Isaac, and Tom arrive at a safe house. Isaac asks John to look after his son while he goes upstairs to prepare himself. Later, Lucy quietly asks John if he's really sure they should be helping Isaac like this. John simply tells her that they have no other choice. Back on the island, Kira tries to convince Jack that they can settle everything peacefully. She slowly moves closer until the two of them are standing face to face. She asks him to dismiss his guards, and the moment he does, she quickly snatches Jack's pistol and fires several shots, taking down the guards around them. Unfortunately, Jack had already anticipated her betrayal. He gets back up unharmed because he is wearing a bulletproof vest. Smirking, he tells Kira that he planned for this all along before ordering his men to restrain her at gunpoint. Back at the house, Isaac finishes preparing himself when someone suddenly knocks on the door. As he walks toward it, a hail of bullets tears through the entrance. 3 members of Jack's team storm inside, attack Isaac, and throw him down the staircase. Meanwhile, Kira is being beaten while 2 members of Jack's team hold her in place. They drag her in front of Jack, and even after everything, she insults him. Jack responds by striking her again. A short time later, Kira regains consciousness after passing out from the brutal beating. She realizes she is tied to a chair. Moments later, Isaac is brought into the room, also tied up. Kira immediately asks about their son Tom. Isaac tells her that he has no idea where he is. But then comes the biggest shock of all. Jack's team walks in, with Tom, Isaac, and Kira immediately try to calm him down, assuring him that they are okay and telling him not to be afraid. They ask him to go with Jack's men without causing any trouble, but Jack says he has an even bigger surprise. Moments later, his men bring in Officer Lucy, tied up as well. The real shock is that the one who hands her over to Jack is none other than her own husband, John. He has betrayed her. Lucy glares at him and says that the moment she gets free, she'll make him pay. She knows he betrayed them for the money. Jack then announces that he is going to execute Isaac and Kira right in front of their son. He tells them that he spent 5 years rebuilding his organization after they nearly destroyed everything. Now it's finally time for revenge. After killing them, he plans to raise Tom himself and turn him into the strongest soldier the organization has ever had. Jack then looks at Kira and tells her that she is a killer just like him and that she can never escape who she truly is. Kira stares back at him and replies, "I don't belong to you anymore, and I don't belong to this organization either. My family is my only priority now." Then she continues, "I left the organization because of you. You were in love with me, and when I rejected you, you started punishing me, threatening me, lowering my rank, and trying to control every part of my life inside the organization. And when that didn't work, you decided to kill me." A few moments later, the 2 assistants Jack had beaten earlier walk upstairs. Jack asks them where the boy is, but one of them calmly tells him that Tom is safe. Suddenly, he points his gun directly at Jack and reveals that he is actually an undercover federal agent working with Lucy. Lucy laughs and looks at John. "You're such an idiot," she tells him. "If you had been a little smarter, you would have realized I was never working alone. I never told you anything because I never trusted you." The federal agent keeps his gun aimed at Jack and warns him that if he makes a single move, he'll kill him. Isaac and Kira smile as Jack finally finds himself trapped. The agent orders everyone on Jack's team to get on the ground and throw away their weapons. But suddenly, one of Jack's men detonates a grenade. Instantly, a massive gunfight erupts between Jack's forces and Kira's allies. Jack grabs a shotgun and loads it, while Isaac and Kira begin taking down his men one after another. The federal agent spots Jack and opens fire with his pistol, but the bullets have no effect because Jack is still wearing his bulletproof vest. Jack immediately fires back, killing the federal agent. After that, we see John trying to escape by running into another room, but the moment he gets inside, he finds Tom standing there. John tells him, "I'm one of the good guys. Come with me and we'll get out of here together." But Tom understands exactly what's going on. He looks at John and says, "You're a bad guy and a traitor." Luckily, Lucy arrives just in time. She grabs John by the throat, tells Tom to hide, and then starts fighting John herself. At the same time, Kira faces one of Jack's female operatives. The 2 exchange heavy gunfire before engaging in a brutal close-range fight. In the middle of the struggle, Kira pulls out a knife and drives it into her opponent's neck, killing her instantly before throwing her body into the sea. Meanwhile, Isaac notices one of Jack's men standing beside a gas cylinder, while another one is positioned farther away. Within seconds, Isaac throws himself forward with an incredible move and shoots the gas cylinder, blowing up the first man. He immediately turns his weapon toward the second one, but the man manages to escape. Isaac then reunites with Kira and Tom to make sure they are both safe. Kira tells him that they have to leave immediately, but Isaac refuses. He says that if they let Jack and his men live, they'll just keep hunting them forever. They have to finish everything now. Kira looks at him and says, "Then I'm not leaving you." She leaves Tom with Lucy before joining Isaac. At the same time, Jack escapes by boat with the last remaining member of his team, but only moments later, Isaac and Kira chase after them in another boat. Kira takes the wheel while Isaac exchanges gunfire with the last surviving operative. During the chase, Kira crashes Jack's boat into another one, causing it to overturn near the shore. Jack manages to escape on foot. After that, Isaac and Kira split up to search for both of them separately. Nearby, a wedding celebration is taking place on the beach. Jack hides among the guests before suddenly opening fire into the air, creating complete panic and forcing everyone to run for their lives. Meanwhile, Isaac gets into an intense hand-to-hand fight with the last member of Jack's team. The man knocks Isaac's weapon away, and the two continue battling with nothing but their fists. At the very same moment, Kira finally catches up with Jack, but Jack shoots a nearby gas cylinder, causing a powerful explosion that sends both of them flying. Back on the other side, Isaac finally kills the last remaining member of Jack's team. When Isaac rushes back to Kira, he finds Jack holding her hostage. Kira calmly looks at Isaac and says, "Look at me. Focus." Isaac keeps his aim steady, waits for the perfect moment, and with the precision of a true professional, fires a single shot that kills Jack instantly and saves Kira. The following day, we learn that Lucy has been promoted because of her success during the mission. As for Isaac, Kira, and Tom, they are finally reunited as a family once again, living together far away from danger. And that's how the movie ends.